They called her the White Mouse because she was impossible to catch. For the Gestapo, she was a phantom, a ghost who slipped through their fingers time and time again. But to the French resistance, she was a legend. This is the incredible story of Nancy Wake, the spy who outsmarted the Nazis and led an army of 7,000 fighters. Born in New Zealand and raised in Australia, Nancy Wake was living a glamorous life in Marseille, France, when World War II broke out. But beneath the surface of this socialite was a fierce determination and an unshakable sense of justice. When she witnessed the Nazis' brutality firsthand, she didn't hesitate. She joined the burgeoning French resistance, starting as a courier, using her wit and charm to smuggle messages and people across enemy lines. Her work was dangerous. The Gestapo had her on their most wanted list, offering a massive 5 million franc reward for her capture. They knew her by her codename, the White Mouse, a name born from her uncanny ability to evade their traps. She once said, "I don't know what it is about me, but I'm not a person who is frightened of anything," and she proved it, time and again. In 1943, with the Gestapo closing in, Nancy made a daring escape from France, trekking over the treacherous Pyrenees Mountains into Spain. Many would have considered their duty done, but for Nancy, this was just the beginning. She made her way to Britain and immediately volunteered for the Special Operations Executive, or so, the secret British organization Churchill created to set Europe ablaze. After intensive training in espionage, sabotage, and hand-to-hand combat, Nancy was ready for her most dangerous mission yet. In April 1944, just weeks before D-Day, she parachuted back into occupied France. Her mission, to organize and lead the local resistance fighters, known as the Maquis, in the Auvergne region. She was tasked with preparing them to sabotage German communications and transport lines to hinder their response to the Allied invasion. When Nancy arrived, she found a scattered group of fighters, ill-equipped and poorly organized. She got to work immediately. She organized weapons drops, trained the men, and led them on raids herself. Her leadership was electrifying. She wasn't just giving orders from a safe house. She was on the front lines, fighting alongside her men. Nancy Wake's courage was boundless. She participated in a raid on the Gestapo headquarters in Montlucan and led her fighters in a pitched battle against 22,000 German soldiers. She fought until the very end of the war, helping to liberate France region by region. By the time the war was over, Nancy Wake was one of the most decorated servicewomen of the Allied forces. She received the George Medal from Britain, the Medal of Freedom from the United States, and the Croix de Guerre and Legion d'Honneur from France. After the war, she reflected on her experiences with her characteristic bluntness. "Freedom is the only thing worth living for," she said. "While I was doing that work, I used to think, oh, I'd love a liquor, I'd love a man, I'd love a bath, I'd love a good meal, but then I'd think I'm free. I wouldn't give up my freedom for anything. Nancy Wake's story is more than just a war story. It's a testament to the power of a single individual to make an extraordinary difference. She was a woman who refused to be a bystander, who stared down one of history's most evil regimes, and fought back with everything she had. Let's make history together.